Hello, family, and welcome back to another episode of Oh to Behold with Camille Young. Yep, that's me. Glad to have you here with me on today. To my holy rollers, hey y'all, how you doing? How you doing? Always glad that when my holy rollers are in the house, y'all are in the house. Okay. To my new viewers, thank you so much for being here on today. Hopefully, you will hit that subscribe button. Hit like, share, and comment, okay? Put a comment down in that comment section, and I'll be sure to reply to your comment, all right? Thank you so much for being here on today. Also, books are yet selling. We will have the retreat this weekend. I want to talk about that more, but books are yet selling. And if you have not purchased your book yet, it's coming up to Christmas time. So if you have purchased your book, but you want to purchase one for someone for their birthday or for Christmas that's coming up, go ahead, go to otobehold.com. I'll have that information down in the description for you to go and purchase your book. It's O to Behold, the Power of Self-Love and Walking in Your God-Given Purpose, okay? That is the title of the book. Be sure to get yours on today or get one for someone else, all right? Glad to have you here with me. So look, as I mentioned and as you can see, today I don't have on an Oh to Behold shirt or a Holy Roller shirt. I have on a worshiping while waiting shirt, okay? And this is the shirt that we wore for the retreat that was this past Saturday. All right, the LTY Women's Retreat. Guys, we had about 150 women registered for the retreat. Actually, we had 150 women registered for the retreat. And y'all, we had a glorious time. Some of you who were able to attend, you can be a witness to what we experienced on this past weekend. Renee Carpenter spoke. I had an opportunity to share as well, and Elena Gooch. We had Tammy Bradley Scott. We had Lady Pegs. We were out on the panel. They were on the panel. And again, Sister Elena Gooch Reed, who has been with the retreat since pretty much its inception, which has been 43 years. So we were able to honor her. But guys, the main thing, the one takeaway, which may not be new information, but for any of you, or may not be anything that you haven't heard before, but just reiterating the importance of building your own relationship with Jesus Christ. All right, and worshiping while waiting, whatever it is that you're waiting for, during that waiting period, during that waiting pattern, it's important to have the relationship with Christ so that he can tell you what to do and guide your steps, even in those moments when you're not sure what the next move is. He still knows how to order your steps. And the only way to truly know when it's him that's talking is having that personal relationship with him. So we cannot encourage that enough. All right. And for those of you who did not get an opportunity to attend this year, we are having it next year. As I said, if the creek don't rise and the Lord delay his coming, we plan to have a retreat in 2023 in October, right around the first weekend. So go ahead and put that on your calendar and prepare to be at the retreat, and bring some people with you. It's for women only. Also, we want to thank people who gave for scholarships, guys. People gave probably like never before, or in a long time, maybe I'll say, for scholarships. Y'all, we had people giving money to ensure that money was not the challenge for women who wanted to be in attendance to be able to be in attendance. So thank you to those who contributed. We truly appreciate you and understand that, and know, and you can be secure in knowing that money went towards a scholarship and towards the LTY Women's Retreat. We don't put anything in our pockets. All right, we don't. We pay for the retreat just like everybody else. So, but we thank God for those whose hearts are to give to those who may not be able to afford it for whatever reason, so they can attend. So thank you so much for doing that, all of our sponsors and donors, okay? I also, this month, October is a pretty important month. We've been having the retreat in the month of October for quite a while. It used to be in August. We've done September a few times, but for the last few years, I know at least 10, 12 years, if not longer, we've had the retreat in October. So October is a very, very important month. October is also an important month because it's Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And I want to talk about that because that is what my background is in, social services, being a domestic violence victims advocate. And just want to speak to you all to let you know that domestic violence is still happening. People are dying daily due to domestic violence, and being not just dying, but some are being battered, abused day by day due to domestic violence. And I just want to urge anybody who may be watching this, if you are being abused, I would love for you to, I'm going to have it down in the comments, but to contact your police precinct or contact the domestic violence social services agency that is in your area, or the domestic violence hotline. And again, I'll have that in the description, because abuse love was what I'm trying to say. Love should not hurt. Not in that way. Love should not hurt. It should not be any physical abuse, any emotional abuse, okay? Those controlling behaviors, that is unhealthy. And for those of you who may be in a dating relationship and you're starting to notice that control, somebody wanting to have so much control over you, y'all, that is a red flag. Get out now. Get out now, because you don't want to find yourself getting tied up with somebody and they become even more abusive towards you. So if you start to see those little things early, get out early, okay? Don't give those things a second chance, all right? And those of you who are already in it, if you're able to get out, because it is it could become a detrimental situation for you where you could lose your life. So I just wanted to acknowledge Domestic Violence Awareness Month, for women and men, because again, there are some men who have been killed and even abused by their partner, husband, girlfriend, wife or girlfriend. So I don't want to make it seem like it's just women now. It's majority women. Let's be clear. It's majority women that are victims of domestic violence, but there are a few men who also are victims of it as well. And then October is also a very important month because it is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. All right? Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Ladies, go get your mammograms, your ultrasounds, whatever it is you need to do. Do your monthly exams on your breast, okay? Because the earlier you can catch breast cancer, the more likely you are to be able to live after treatment. So I urge you, especially for those who may have a history of breast cancer in your family. And we don't claim that now. Let's be clear. We don't claim that history, but we want to be wise as well. Get your annual mammogram. Get your annual mammogram. Early intervention, early detection is always important. That's with any disease. The earlier you can catch it, the more likely you are to survive. So let's be aware of that on today. Okay, I as a woman, I just feel like I have to say that, and I want to kick October off in the right way. I also wanted to talk about, life is so fragile. Life can be so fleeting. I unfortunately had the experience just today. You're watching this, but just yesterday, actually, I had just pulled into my driveway, and I was returning a text while I was in my garage, and I just heard a skrrr, boom, and I'm like, what in the world? So I set my garage door back up, and I walked out to see an accident right in the front of my house. Let's start with number one. Had I been maybe 2 or 3 minutes later, that could have been me in that car accident. So I was praising God that, God, thank you for your protection. Thank you. And then I went on and saw that it was a pretty bad accident, and others began to come around, and I ended up being the one to have to dial 911 to get the paramedics there, and there were others that were trying to help the people out of the car, and it appeared as if one of the people who were involved in the accident, it didn't look good. You know, they were giving him chest compressions, and I began to just call on the name of Jesus and cry and ask the Lord to spare his life. You know, not knowing the details or anything, but just knowing this man was driving down the street, and for whatever reason there was a car accident, and he had no intentions of losing his life that day. So I began to just pray and ask God to spare his life. And I just want to say to each and every one of you, today is not promised. We say tomorrow is not promised, but today, the rest of today is not promised. And I just want to challenge you to love on your loved ones, okay? Forgive where you need to forgive. Ask for forgiveness where you need to ask for forgiveness. Life is short. I say it probably on each and every one of my videos. Life is short, y'all. And we have got to not get caught up in the wrong things, get caught up in, you know, thinking that we're invincible, or thinking that we got the rest of our lives to do something. And, you know, we don't know what's going to happen, but for the grace of God. But for the grace of God that we are even here today. So I just want to urge us and beg of you to take advantage of those opportunities that are there for you. Love on the people that you need to love on. Forgive those you need to forgive. Ask for forgiveness for those you have offended. All right. Do the right thing. All right. Be mindful of your life, because life is but a vapor, as the scripture says. And don't take it for granted. I know I don't take it for granted, and I hope you don't either. Okay. But I just wanted to share that. That's just something that I experienced that shook me. You know, I was in tears. I was crying because my heart went out, because that man has possibly a wife, a girlfriend, a daughter, siblings, parents, uncles, and aunts who love him. And again, I don't know if he passed away or not, but I just know it was very, very, you know, it was a bad situation, and it didn't look good for him. So I just want to encourage you to love on one another and do what you're supposed to do. Do what you're supposed to do, okay? All right, and that's all I got for today, you guys. I appreciate you watching on today. Be sure to like, share, and comment down in the comment section. Subscribe if you have not hit that subscribe button, okay? And I appreciate you. And until next time, God bless.